sets things up for now. Danganronpa, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna miss it. I really like the characters and everything, and from what I understand, there isn't much left. So I say, get going. Alright. Okay. Let's get her going. I think we're pretty much done here anyway. But I just wanted to we solved everything so far. And we are about to finish up because I had to leave early yesterday. Base 14. Base 14, good lord. That's a lot. Okay. Yes, let's go. Oh, and there's one other thing.
Actually, never mind. I'm bored. Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
Jeez, what?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big, declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out.
Okay.
This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
Mm-hmm.
What
So
are you
she's
talking
creating
about?
chaos just to be interested?
In a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves!
What?
I'm sick of expositioning all this shit!
What? Are you freaking kidding me?
Figure out what? Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Memories come apart. Is she talking about the moment where we must have lost our memories? I was like, as soon as you entered the school, I can only think of one time. Just after I set foot in the main hall for the first time, and that was at the entrance ceremony when I got my acceptance letter, or when I fainted.
I got it!
Yeah, when you fainted.
The moment I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
That day. There it is.
When I first came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh? So I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right?
Correct, right? So
And your
everybody said
sense
at
of
least.
time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that?
Correct.
I guess it must have been something like that.
Uh-huh.
After I passed out, I woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk.
Right.
I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The
Wait,
reason it
what?
felt so short was because our memories of the time in between had been completely removed.
You got it, honey! 2 years of memories? Poof! Gone! Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time. Unaware of this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other, but by that point, we'd already spent 2 years together at the school.
Right?
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends.
a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this.
I love you all so much.
Oh, wow.
What?
Once your school life here began, I thought about you constantly. It's only natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it.
Okay.
All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
Our plan?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school.
Are you saying we were complicit in this?
School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness. Oh boy, it was just the worst. Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year.
Okay.
Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. All too soon, the world's days of peace came to a bloody end. And as you can imagine, the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
What are you?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history, and the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro. Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing. Despair is contagious, you know? It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
Okay.
Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay, so let's get back to the story. Hope's Peak had taken so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
Okay.
And then, something super neat happened.
What?
Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only gonna say it once. So guess what? To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It was transformed into a shelter. I said it twice.
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you know who that might have been?
Who? Tell us. The one that turned Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolated us here has got to be the headmaster. There's no other answer for this one. Okay, let me click.
I got it!
Okay.
Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside. That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
And because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
Okay, fine.
But creating the shelter was also his single biggest mistake.
Why is that? Yeah, because of you guys.
It's laughable, really. He was the
This is the
headmaster,
best
but
art
he
I've seen
had
so far in this game.
no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school. So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape despair.
Hmm.
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
Oh, wow.
Under the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
Okay.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
Sounds like it.
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
That moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
Only let us live so we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
What are you saying?
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Okay.
Well, why don't you tell me?
Okay, I think I'm... What the mastermind did to show everyone in the outside world, that was... Hangman's Gambit. What the... H-I... Hijack? Hijack? Hijack.
Now I understand.
Hijack. Hijack. Okay.
You're talking about you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm guessing that's what it was.
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Right.
To
Okay.
show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another.
Well, to be fair,
Despair is as contagious as any
four
disease.
people killed somebody
Any
else.
hope left turns to despair.
Isn't the power of television just amazing? By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue you.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Are you serious?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
Hmm.
Expelled them?
I have to thank you all.
Like the cannon
They
in
were
the
a
pool locker room?
relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
Yeah.
So you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
Well, sure, but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So
Sure.
it's like, give and take.
Give and take? You're so full of
Yeah.
shit!
Yeah.
And there's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies.
Why?
I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the truth, which is what you wanted, right? So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless?
Not really.
You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Yeah, it makes me feel like garbage.
Truth can be full of despair, too! Like right fucking now!
Mm-hmm. That's...
Not to mention, all those motives I talked about were totally meaningless.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
with the world having ended and all.
Meaningless? Then we've been murdering each other? For nothing?
Yep, I guess so, man.
And think about it. You chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates. We'd spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
Yeah.
We get it. We get it, okay? You're totally awesome, right?
Okay.
We get it already.
Yeah.
So help us! I'll do anything! Just help me!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh, how delightful! We've never witnessed such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, begging doesn't work on me. All I want is despair, and there's no reason for it. And since there's no reason, there's no argument against it. There's just no understanding it. No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair
Okay,
would
lady.
there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
Huh?
Huh?
You say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself,
And you're broadcasting something.
so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
There we go.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. Is that what you're saying?
Okay.
If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth until you can go outside and see for yourself?
Correct.
Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure.
Well, let me decide
I'm
it.
not lying about any of this.
Let me decide. Let me decide. Let me decide.
Well-
Let me go out there.
Even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose to you.
Good man.
For the sake of everyone you've killed.
Huh? Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
I didn't kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right direction.
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
You killed your sister.
That's why anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! That's funny as shit!
No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder! Plain and simple. You stole our memories, invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault!
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? That must be your hope, huh? But
Oh.
we don't have much time left to
Are
keep
you
up
the
this
ultimate
banter.
hope?
We have to draw things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't forget about that little rule, did you? Oh, and also, since this will be the last vote, I
decided to change the rules.
For real?
What?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish Hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of Hope.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Even if you don't, you've still got the upper hand in all this.
Yeah. Unanimous vote.
It's
Oh,
okay.
I guess that's what juries are.
Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
If you're not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
I'll risk it.
What are
I'll
you
risk
saying?
it. I'll risk it.
So no matter what, we're doomed.
Yeah.
Wait a
So-
sec. I just got hit with an inspiration bomb. Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all. So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
What? You can't just...
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
Why?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down. Makoto, you're up.
Me? Yeah, you've been acting up, Todd.
So let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand,
This is
you
the
desire to
prisoner's
see
dilemma.
us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
I absolutely do.
No, that's not it.
It's okay.
She really makes you hate her by the end, doesn't she?
It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Guys?
Whoa.
So beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
Whoa.
I mean, the headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Kyoko!
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
No one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair! We're not gonna lose to you!
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and
She went
get
back
it
to
over
our
with.
regular default voice.
It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope.
And your stupid life.
The final vote. This is it. The ultimate confrontation. I have to show everyone. I have to make them remember. I have to convince them to not to give up. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Make your argument. Marker pocketbook. Huh? Okay.
We won't give up! As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Hope.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
What?
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt.
What?
In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
What? Okay. Huh.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
No more hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. The world is in despair. If I don't do something, everybody's gonna get consumed by despair. Ooh, I lost the star, did I? Claim there's no hope left in the world, but if despair is contagious, like you say, and there's no hope, I'll use my own hope to plant the seeds of hope inside everybody else. Okay. My own hope. Okay.
We won't give up.
Okay, I think I get it. I think I get what you're
As
trying
long
to say.
as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die,
That's what I think they wanted to do.
that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Everybody's doubting right now.
Don't lose hope now.
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place.
But your fortune telling says they're shit, dude.
But to live means moving forward, right? So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
That's right.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me.
Good man. Thank you, hero.
So that's why. That's why. No matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
Good man. I'm
By
pumped.
the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know.
And we'll learn how to breathe.
The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics
I
lab.
like the hope button bullet.
Don't lose hope now.
Come on, Yuna. You've
I've
been my ride or
thinking
die
about
since the
all
beginning.
this.
And I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
Yeah.
That sounds like something she'd say, right?
Mm-hmm.
No. I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
Kyoko's with me. I
By
think
the
she
way,
should be with me
the
by
air
default.
outside is totally polluted, you know.
Aika and
The only reason
Byakuya
we're okay in here
and
is thanks to the air
Genocide Jack
purifiers
are a
in the
little bit
physics lab.
different story.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
Don't lose hope now.
Can't believe I have to convince this thing.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school.
Okay, so you're on
No
board.
matter how I look, still hate it. Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
I were
you're
to
up,
die-
bro.
That would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only
So?
reason we're okay in here
Because the air
is
purifier.
thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Come on, bud.
Don't
Come on.
lose hope now.
I never liked you, but still.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair.
I knew it, bro.
But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Okay, that's a little
I just
unnecessary.
have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive. So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up.
Alright. This is the
As
last of
long as
it.
there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that
Nice.
would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know.
Nice time
The
to
only reason we're okay in
theme song.
here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die, the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love.
All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
Ryoko.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
Yep. Ryoko. She needs
Don't
convincing.
lose hope now.
Nice. Break.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here. I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything, does that mean we can't understand? Could it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck.
Maybe you're the ultimate
I
hope.
think you came here for a different reason
The
entirely.
ultimate hope.
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you...
What the hell are you?
Ultimate hope has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That's cool.
Show off your stupid faces! The stupid things you've said! The stupid way you all treat each other! It's all so uncool! So unhip! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
I'm not any kind of elite or anything. Hope is in the talent you develop, but still. Alright. This is the thing I'm worst at, so give me a break for a second. Yeah, I figured it was this.
You suck! What do you want? So uncool! You dare to stand against us?
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Your idiocy ends here.
You're gross. Suffer from despair. I just love despair. You suck. What do you want? So uncool. You're unbearable. Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
You're gross. Suffer from despair.
Everything is pointless!
Suffer from despair. I just love despair.
Everything is pointless!
No. You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
You dare to stand against us?
Despair into tomorrow.
Hope keeps on going. I refuse to
There we
give up.
go. Yeah.
I refuse to get bored.
Good man.
I refuse to throw it all away.
Good boy.
I refuse to despair. Because all
Excellent.
I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
What's going on?
What's happening?
Awesome. Awesome. Did I get any bear points? I did get Monokuma coins.
Looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
Let's get rid of you, Junko.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Yep.
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing. With our own hands.
Junko. Enoshima. Alright, goodbye.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Junko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way.
Well, that's just...
Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to the onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Oh god, she likes it.
So this is...
Came to this school 2 years ago, created an incredibly detailed plan. I've even killed my own sister for it.
And now
Come this far and fell at the very end.
true
Oh,
despair.
that's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now I...
Don't you see, I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of this world the moment I was born. So I've been looking forward to this desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste... To have a chance to taste of the highest grade despair, the utter failure.
despair.
I'm so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
Wait, is she enjoying this?
Anyway,
So are you prepared to admit defeat? Do you think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing. Outside is only despair, inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you. It's not true.
Not possible.
You're wrong. Huh?
Don't make me
Let me tell you this
myself.
right now. We no longer fear despair.
Okay.
Because we decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, and the code has totally seduced us over to his side. Everyone,
hey,
you said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
however,
The same is true of hope. All you have to do is look to us and see how true that is. Stop it, I hate those faces you're making. See those awful looks cause me nothing but pain.
There's one
Fine, let me
last
just say
thing.
one last thing. If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned, from this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide, maybe you'll find some hope, but there is a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling to your hope? Of course, because we... Shut up, shut up. That was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. We're almost done, though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment time, right? You really intend to go through with this? That was the agreement, right? Well, hold on. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Whoa.
How
What?
many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste that despair of death that you can only get once in life, so...
Don't get in my way!
Okay, what are you planning on doing? Oh.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful! Even a tenth of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
Alright. Yeah.
I've reserved an extra special punishment for last.
She should not.
Let's give it everything we've got.
I hope she doesn't...
It's
Or,
punishment time!
if it was me, I would make sure she doesn't. Okay, has been found guilty. Time for punishment. She should get nothing. She should get nothing. School Festival of the Ultimate Punishment. The 1000 blows. Oh. That's everything. Age of Death. Burning of the Society. Excavator Destroyer. The Lesson. Oof. You got all of it, huh? And that's how everything came to an end. Final class trial, Junko and Nishima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy, it was all over. Okay, that was it. Monokuma hair tie. Yeah, let's save. And right where the prologue is. But even after I say it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed, well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off, just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School.
Danganronpa.
Okay. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. Felt almost absent-minded. That was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But in the end... Let's go. Open up. Guess let's talk to everybody first.
Hey,
Can't just stand around like this forever. At some point we need to leave. Nobody's surprised it was Kyoka who broke the silence.
Makoto.
Would you like to do the honors? Okay. Awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko, and in the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
But is this really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
In other words, what? Makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But
You never know, maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
it's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about.
My beautiful scissors!
Something ever happens to Master, I'll take my scissors and jam them so far up. Oh god, she's back. Hey, there's a courtroom, where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What, leave? We can't go outside? That means Master and I can get married? And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby.
That's
We
enough.
thought that. You would be a great horror. That would be a great horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
That's great. Okay. Anyway, don't worry. I have no doubt we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But
It's what happens after we get out of here that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks
for
maybe when we
serious?
get out of here, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. But on the other side of the door is a world as peaceful as we remember. A lie, peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we were meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. How do I put this? Unlike the school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also be lots of hope, right?
in other words,
The act of searching for hope, try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have hope, you can keep moving forward no matter what trouble you may fall into.
am I wrong?
Is that what you mean? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Takami dynasty. I'll go with you, I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
you got it!
Well, my first stop is going to be with the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there. What are
Hey,
you going to do if there are no more donut shops or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and mix it myself, and if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. Ah, I get it now. There's no road, you just gotta build one. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be?
That's my
How
hope.
about
I've reached
that?
the next stage, the next chapter of Yashihiro Hagukare's life story is about to begin.
woo!
Thanks, Yana. You totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto,
Come on, Makoto. Even if everyone in the outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. We can get out there and do something and have some sort of impact. But what can we do? There's so few of us. Now we could probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura.
Yeah, it is.
But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know.
Will do.
I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing.
Yeah. Okay.
I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me. And the others, I guess.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still, it does feel kind of strange.
It does.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Yeah. Yeah, well, you were there for 2 years, so... Looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm gonna keep moving forward with my hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move on ahead. The world can move on ahead. Alright, let's go. Let's get out of here. The door began to open with my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the doors to the future. Alright, let's go. They might not even show us what's going on out there. It doesn't even matter, actually. What do we got? What is it? It's like nothing. They're not going to show us. Why would they? It makes no sense to. Oop. Oh, there we go. And Akuma.
Interesting.
What is?
Things are getting very interesting indeed.
How are you still alive? Is somebody else controlling you now? Talk to me.
Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
That's interesting. Okay. Easter egg. Yeah, let's save. We're done. Alright. That was... What is this?
Thrills, chills, kills!
Nah, I don't care too much. I'll take a look at that on my own time. Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this. That was quite the game. I really enjoyed it. What happened was I originally heard of the 100 Line, Last Defense Academy, and I read somewhere that this was like the prequel to that series, or at least the spiritual success, or the spiritual like precursor to that series. So I wanted to check it out first. So I do have the sequel downloaded. I might just continue the series for a while. All right. Well, I'll be seeing you. Thank